Hey guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about wearing a belt on the bench press. Now it's something I've covered in the past, but wearing a belt on the bench press, something I do. Should you do it? Well, I always recommend people first throw on a belt and then get into their setup. If their setup is affected in any way, if that belt prevents you from achieving a higher arc, ditch the belt, because it's not going to give you enough bang for your buck if it's going to hinder your arcing ability. You're going to get much more out of cutting that range of motion and setting up in a better position than you are from a belt. You aren't going to get as much out of a belt on a bench press versus a squat or a deadlift, just because of where the load is placed. So you got a lot of axial load, and the load is front loaded in the deadlift, so you're going to be relying on a lot more with the belt to have that midsection pressure built up, that bracing effect. So you're not going to get as much out of it on the bench press, but it's definitely nice to have. I use it as mostly a way to target my breathing down into my belly, so I can feel my belly pressing out on the belt. That's the only reason I use it. I really don't get anything out of the belt too much. It helps with my breathing, but it's not really going to help me lift more weight, so to say. I think I can still achieve the same amount of weight with or without the belt. So that's for raw lifting. Now if you go equipped lifting, no, there's not too many more of you out there, but definitely wear a belt just because it's going to hold your shirt down. And they actually make special equipped belts like this, a lot thinner, that are just going to hold your shirt in place. Just you can pull the material down, hold it in place a little bit better, and it's not going to prevent you from arcing. It's already hard enough to arc in the equipment. So those are your options here. Definitely try it out. I always recommend you try it out, but if you see in any way that it's affecting your ability to set up, ditch the belt. It's not going to be worth it. But what I get out of it is just targeted breathing. You're not going to get as much out of it with the squat and deadlift, so don't go into false expectations there, but definitely give it a try. Anyways, I'm Coach Ben. I'll see you guys next week. You know where to find me. You can meet me on the bench.